warriors of Actovia and members of the clan world, I bring to you a final message. Firstly, I would like to apologize for the recent mistakes I have made. People will always make mistakes, but I always strive to fix and prevent them happening again in any way that I can. You might not see me a great leader, because you're not, but I hope in time I will be able to remove the negative reputation preceding me. The war so far has been a complete disaster, and who do we have to blame for that? With bases breaking and bases needing changing. This war was rushed into before, and everything was completely analyzed, and that was a big mistake. Over the last week, we have conducted 2 tests on labs, where 6 Actovians have been on the Void team and won much without trouble with that at all. The first test used 6 of our best Actovians, and the second a mixture of Actovians and VACs.
That's all they can get.
Both times the cart was not pushed very far and it was over very quickly. I'm aware that Isolator claims to have won against 4 Actovians, but those 4 Actovians are a victim of a setup win. How do they set up a win? The 4 Actovians present in that practice raid. Oh, it was a practice raid. Well, maybe you should have your own fucking like separate practice raid place, you retard. The 4 Actovians present at that practice raid were there far beforehand before Isolator and his soldiers came into the server and placed him on the Void team before instantly winning.
Glory to Gannex.
As you can see, none of the bombs. Okay, that was okay. Is it labs? And I have no idea. As you can see, none of the bombs were destroyed.
You gotta say the link.
// capital S capital Z capital F lowercase d capital V capital Z 7.jpg. As you can see, none of the bombs were destroyed. People on the server had over 200 kills. The results collected from these tests are proof enough that Labs is far from a fair and desirable place to raid at. You knew that when you came into the war, you fucking shitbird. Despite the war proposally being agreed to use Labs as one of the bases, I would like to remedy this problem in any way that's completely fair to both groups and provide a war to determine the strength of both Vac and Void. Oh, here we go, guys. I do not want to constantly have to be requesting updates that will be denied and further test to see if anything has actually changed. Everyone is becoming restless and nothing is happening, and I want to propose that what I see is the most logical and fair course of action, because I can't fucking defend SMO2 efficiently. I propose the use of the Fair Battlegrounds Varcia, which has been used on several occasions as an alternative base when our other forts are extremely broken or imbalanced, or if we realize that we can't defend them. Varcia has been configured so that everyone has exactly the same weapons, a mirrored map with several different types of terrain, and a capturable flag with 30 minutes on timer. How's that fun?
They need at least 30 minutes to,
Yeah. Vactoria would have one version of Varcia. Well, Vactovian generals have admin, and Void can raid to get wins, but Vactovians cannot get defense wins. Of course we're not doing defense wins.
We're still going to use officer pistols.
The other version would have specified Void members with admin, where Vactovians can raid, but Void cannot obtain defense wins. I welcome you to come and inspect Varcia to show that there is nothing hidden there except your fair chance of victory. The rest of the terms agreed on before this war will still be in play, but of course they're open. The negotiations should be necessary. I'm not saying the link. Fuck you. Void will be allowed to keep their 5 wins should this proposition be agreed on, as there is no reason to completely reset the war score. I want to prove who is the stronger clan in this war, because it's obviously us, right, guys?
Yeah,
now down to Isolator to decide if he will take up the challenge of fighting on completely fair grounds with equal weapons and no defending advantages, or if he will continue to say that the war was already agreed to, so we must fight this out as awful war. Well, you did agree.
We're still going to use officer pistols.
You fucking agreed to it. Deal with it. Take a moment to actually consider your answer, as it will determine whether or not the hype from this war remains in Void and keeps it active, or the people will become bored again and simply leave once they see nothing as much is happening because we have reached the impasse of this war. Glory to Victoria!
Glory to